Welcome on back, guys, to another episode of Transport Fever. Now, in the last episode, we had set up the lines to produce goods. Now, at the end of that episode, we saw that the sawmill was given off a complaint of saying, you need to ship more goods or more items. We're no longer getting that complaint. Okay? But what we are getting is a profit. I decided to fast forward for about, I want to say about almost 6 months. And during that 6-month period, I decided to get rid of 2 of the trains that were running on the lumber line. Now, my reasoning for this can be different than what you guys would have, but my reasoning was simply the trains weren't making a profit and resources, excuse me, the production facilities weren't recognizing our lines. So what I decided to do, not only did I sell 2 of the vehicles, but I also decided to upgrade them using the generic state car. Okay? Once when I upgraded them to that, that's when things kicked in. Okay? For one, before I upgraded them, they were of course a little bit more expensive. And we were at like 27.5 million in our loan. Right now we're sitting at about 22.5. So we're a little bit better than last episode. But what is the status of the good production? Most of our goods is going to Askern. Okay? Now I can understand why Askern, because frankly it's the farthest away. But still, I would want to have it shipped more to like White Hill, Mexborough, or even Sanders. But I don't really want to have the what word am I thinking of? The likelihood of the lines that will break. Okay, so there was a bug in the game that I know of back when the game first released, and I've had the game ever since it has released. And one of those bugs was that if your lines were all set up correctly, but at the end production of the line, where it basically produces the items that the cities want, at the end production of that line, if you have multiple routes that are going to different towns, then it would prioritize one route, not any of the others, and it wouldn't give it equal distribution. That's one thing that annoyed me, and they said that they have fixed it, because I have talked to developers once or twice talking about it, and they had asked me if there had been any sort of game reports about it or something like that, and I said no, it's not a game report, I just think that it's a regular bug. And they looked into it themselves, and they were like, yeah, we got the same problem. So they ended up trying to figure out what could happen, what could go wrong, and also what could be done to fix it. They ended up patching it, but my guess is that since we're not getting an equal distribution of goods, but now we are, okay, after I have given that whole big spiel, my guess is that it's only optimal for if you have like maybe 3 cities off of one goods plant. At least that's what I believe they told me. They did tell me a few things, and some of them I can't remember off the top of my head because it's been quite a long time since that bug was even in the game. But yeah, and frankly, I don't think I was the only one affected by that bug. I think like just a few players were. Not a lot. It wasn't like almost the entire community of gamers around Transport Fever. But I have a feeling that it was mostly the gamers that decided to play on the larger maps. Now, at the time, I was so into Transport Fever that I would play on the larger maps when I was playing on my laptop. And my laptop didn't even have a graphics card, it just had integrated graphics. So that immediately set me off. Okay. And one thing I'm quickly gonna do is let's go ahead and do that. And let's see here. We got the SBs and the KKSTVs, but I don't really like using those just because they're mostly for like mountain routes for heavy hauling, since of course you can tell based on their horsepower. But I'm not too sure other than that. Okay, autosave. We do have the top light coaches. We do have the coaches that match those KSTVs. And that's about it as far as passenger coaches are concerned. But I'm not sure which one what vehicle I want to use. Like, I would want to use like the tram, but frankly, we're not at that time period where we can use it because frankly, there's no electrification on tracks. So that would be fairly useless. So I am thinking about going with one of the one of the SBs. Most likely the 170.01, because this one has both the lighter weight and I believe it's just the same as the others except for that. So it has a lighter weight ratio. So I think that is one that we could use. True, it's going to mean that we're going to be spending a lot more money on these trains. And we're going to be using one of these coaches. Do we want to use ABA, or BA, or the CA, or the DA? Interesting. The DA looks as though it's supposed to just be a baggage car, like a frickin' like almost like a caboose or something like that, because I guess they didn't have cabooses back in over in Austria. Since of course cabooses are mostly in America anyway, as far as I know. Don't quote me on that, please. I know that there's a difference between brake cars and cabooses. So, yeah. We'll go with one of each. Why not? Just to make it like in a unique train. That is gonna cost us just under 4 million. And if we replace that right now, we would have to pay 3.25 million. We can't pay that right now. For one, we don't have the money to. And for two, we're not making enough profit to be running that at the moment. Keyword. Because I want to actually get 2 trains running on this line. So, aside from that, now, one thing I quickly want to ask you guys real quick. This series, I know for a fact, is not going to be lasting us longer than, I'll say, a month. Okay, tops. But, what do you guys want to see after this month's end? So, I do have a few ideas in mind. Like, for instance, a Minecraft Let's Play. or doing a survival Minecraft. I've played Minecraft before on streams through PS4, and then I've also played different games, such as I did a short stream series, which is no longer available because past the 30-day limit, of a game called Abzu. And the only way I can do that is if I had a capture card, and frankly I don't at the moment. So I can buy the game on Steam, but frankly I don't really want to do that because my own reasons. But aside from that point, what games you want to see me play? Either leave me a comment down below, or a poll will pop up in the top right hand corner of your screen, and it's going to ask you, what do you want to see after this LP? Yes, we are in episode 5, but I do want to get your guys' opinion on what we should have for the game, okay, or for the channel, okay, because I'll be making an update video about this, but in late October, videos will slowly grind to a halt, mostly for the fact that in early November, I will be heading down to San Diego to start basic training in the Marines. Now, if you don't know about this, then go watch the We Are Back episode, We Are Back video from the beginning of the end of May, actually. Okay, the end of May was that video. So if you want, go back on the channel and just take a look at the first video that's listed on there, and that is the We Are Back, okay, or the And We're Back as the thumbnail, okay. So if you guys want something new, let me know now, because that way I'm able to plan it out ahead of time and also make sure that videos are well prepared for you guys. So aside from that note, we still want to sell Train 5, which I have been completely neglecting at all this time while running on 3 times speed. So we're going to just follow Train 5 here before I decide to sell him. True, it's going to be kind of a waste, but I think that this route will be able to run on 2 trains rather than 3 or 4, just to make it a little bit easier on us as well. But aside from that note, he is coming into the station now, dropping off his coal. And how much? 67k. And now, head to the depot, please, good sir. And I will talk to you later, once when you're sold. Now, we have a passenger service going from Askern to Mexborough. Let's get some more passenger services going. We have a passenger service going around Askern, but we don't have a passenger service going around Mexborough. We don't have one going around Whitehill or Sandhurst. Okay? That's something that I want to change. And it's a good thing that autosave just kicked in, because that's where I'm going to pause, so that way we can start this on up. So let's start over in Mexborough, since that's basically our main town that we've been functioning all this time. And while I'm doing this, I want to know as well, do you guys like the idea of me playing with mods? Like, I know that there are people that like to do just vanilla games, but I don't really like playing vanilla games because it's not that I don't love the vanilla aspect of games, it's just that I feel like vanilla games are very limited in what they're able to offer. So if you guys have an opinion on that, please do go ahead and let me know. And yeah. But if you guys like the mods that I am using, please let me know. I do want to find out what you guys want to see as far as this series is concerned. And like this stuff that's related to it. I just don't want to say something and end up getting no response. Like, of course, I have been for the past couple of episodes. But anyway, now, one of the things that you may see me doing frequently is placing stops where there is hardly anybody. The reason that I mostly do this is because it's good for once when you're like changing up, once when the town is developing is what I should say. Okay, so I'm gonna have it go from there and just have it go ring round. Okay. And stop again there, and then go back. Should be okay. And there we have it. That is our ring road for Mexborough. Mexborough ring road. Boom. And let me go check out our depot. Wait. I put one over here when there's already one over there. Damn it. Well, that's wasted money. Okay. Now, last episode we did get the Orion, I think it was? No, the Post Bus was the latest thing that we got, which I got while we were waiting around for those lines to be making a profit. But so let's go and use the Post Buses since they're the fastest thing that, well, not really the fastest thing, but the highest capacity we got right now. We could use the Orion, but that doesn't really have good capacity. With an engine of 1899 and a chassis of 1904, this bus, the Green Rumbler, is today the oldest functioning bus in the world with a road registration. Wow. However, he has not been in the daily service for more than 100 years. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. I'm not sure what mod that is from. I think I know which one that is, but don't quote me on if I know what it is. So, yeah. Postbus I will use. Just because it's the same mile per hour as the DMG. So let's go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's just have you roll around there. And let's see. 4 minutes. Let's go and put an extra 2 on there just for safe measures. And that should be it. Okay. Now, do we want to do Sanders first or White Hill? I'm thinking White Hill since it will actually be easier to do. Because of course we have this stop here that's meant for the goods facility. Okay. So I just want to get like a small little shuttle service going around here. And that should be fairly easy to do. True, it's most likely going to seem like a waste of time because, I don't know, maybe that's your opinion on it. But, heck. That's what I think. Pretty good. Come on. I just want them to use the main roads, just so that way they're using the fastest connection possible, not using any of the smaller roads. So this will be White Hill. White Hill Loop. Because really, you can't really call it anything else. And I think I'll just put 2 buses on there, since that would seem best. Oh, I don't want to only see those. I want to see... Oh, come on. Okay, let's just go over here since we can use this. The White Hill Loop. Good. And it's going to head over to that. Now Sandhurst. Interesting, interesting. Oh, no. Now there will come to a point in this Let's Play where I will have to skip over a 10-year time period. Now, whether or not that does happen, that will either give us a lot of money or allow us to lose a tremendous amount of money. But it's all based on whether or not we get things taken care of as far as making sure our lines stay profitable. You're going to hear me say that a lot throughout this LP. If our lines are not profitable, we will literally not be making any money whatsoever. Okay? Oh, instead of putting a stop over here, let's delete that, and let's go ahead and place a bus and tram station over here. Okay? And did that take... yeah, that took the road's name. Oh well. And let's put another one right there. That should be good. And this one will just be Sandhurst Ring Road. Okay. And that should be good. Sandhurst Ring Road. There we go. And let's head over to our depot down over here, nearly on over near Sandhurst. You know, it's kind of far away. Let's get 4, 5, 6 to start off on that line. So we want the Sandhurst Ring Road. And go ahead and go on 3 times speed for that. And let's see here. Sandhurst Ring Road will be 3 minutes on that frequency. For frequency, I think that will be good. We got Askern, we got Mexborough, we got Whitehill, we got Sandhurst. I think that's all pretty good. We got a passenger train going between Mexborough and Askern that we set up in the first episode. I did not want to click on that. Thank you very much. And let's see here. How is our steel production going? It's barely hovering around 100. So I might as well like go ahead and shut down the steel production line because we're not gonna get anything. We can. Ooh. I like that. I like that idea a lot. We can bring planks, hopefully, from over here over to this machines factory, which I think would be fairly profitable. But I would want to do that by boat, just to make things easier. Okay. Now I wonder if I place the dock there, but let me go ahead and place it with the right hand side. So glad I have that mod enabled. And let's see here. If I connect you up to a road, like that, you are close enough. Perfecto. And I have a feeling this will be close enough as well. And let's put you right there. And let's go ahead and bring your road from there over to there. And let's see. Yay! It is covered. Awesome. So let's go ahead and get a planks shipper on there. Go from there to there. I'm just going to simply say planks to tools. There we go. Now, we may get some machines production because I'm still going to have the steel production going on for a little while. But if that does produce machines, that will be actually pretty profitable because if I remember correctly, machines provide close to, I want to say double the income that tools do, because of course you're making them with double the amounts. So there's that. We don't want to have any of the tankers. We would either on the Wilhelm or the Klondike. I don't really like either. But let's go with the Wilhelm. Just because they're... no, let's not go with the Wilhelm. Let's go with the Klondike. I saw like the year that it expires in 1910 and we're at 1907, so I'm like, might as well go with the Klondike since even though they are a little bit more expensive, I think that they will be a better option for us. And let's go ahead and just get 2 of these. And there we go. And in case you're wondering how I have a smaller UI for the shipyard, it's actually a mod on the Steam Workshop for Transport Fever. If you remember, the workshop or the UI for the shipyard would always be about like half of my screen basically. So I wanted something that actually would help out with that. And one of those things was the smaller UI for the shipyard. Now, are you going to wait on? I want you actually going to Mexborough. That way you two are equal distance from one another. Now, I wonder, are you going to automatically pick up and say, oh yeah, we have a service that we can use to ship tools to, or planks actually. Why the heck did I say tools? Over to this machines and tools factory. Oh, that's why I said tools, because we're shipping them to a tools factory. Cutting it kind of close there to the docks, huh, bud? I wonder if he's gonna do a Yankee turn, and yeah, he did. He clipped the dock. I wonder, are you gonna do the same? My guess is yes. Yes, he did. He clipped the dock. Oh god, I love watching the ships because they always clip the dock. It gives me such a hysterical feel. And we got another GWR. Awesome. So, I think I am going to call the episode there, ladies and gentlemen. We of course are in the negative right now since we did just create a new line, and we'll see how things keep on rolling on out. But aside from that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, please do consider giving it a like rating. And if you haven't done so already, leave me a comment down below. If you can, don't forget to subscribe. I think that's pretty much all said and done. See ya, ladies and gentlemen.